What up, y'all? It's OSGOE, One Sir Grove of EVT in England, because I am of said heritage. It's 0700. Temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit. It was colder earlier, obviously, before the sun came up, and the 4-day weather forecast states that it will be a little colder than it is now later on in the week. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Last night, let's see. Last night, man, I love watching Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the man. Shout outs to Joe Rogan. I know you guys are probably like, Grove, it's early in the morning. What's up with the, even-tempered, shout-out? No, I just thought I'd do something different, man. What the heck. Shout-outs to Joe Rogan! Ha-ha! Fuck yeah! His show's ultra dope. I love that shit. Yeah, the range of topics is amazing. And he's had, thousands of different episodes? Yeah. But some of you are probably like, okay, Grove, right. That was abrupt. Definitely a shout out of Grove proportions. But you're still not your usual, animated self. I explain to cats all the time, look, man, that's an act in the first place. One Sir Grove is a character that I created. Well, actually, I had people help me create it. I mean, I created it with other folks. One Sir Grove. Yeah. One Sir Grove, man, was created when I was a skateboarder. Back in the day when I used to skateboard. Dude, my crew was fucking obnoxious. We were fucking obnoxious. Skaters defacing public property. Man, what the fuck were we thinking? That was some anarchy shit, right? Not really. We weren't really anarchists. We had anarchy symbols. I mean, to think that One Sir Grove... Look at that. Look at that dichotomy. See that? How dichotomous it is? We were really just nerds. We were really just geeks. Smart kids who learn how to, kick decks. You know what I'm saying? Skate, kick, flip. Skate or die, motherfucker! Nah, dude, we were bored in our city. Skateboard was the mode of transportation. Skateboarding. And, man, pre-internet, there wasn't really anything to do at home other than just play vids all day. And we were smart enough to know, dude, back then that wasn't healthy to just sit around and play vids all day. Play vids all day. But we did play vids all day sometimes. But then we'd be like, dude, time to get out and just fucking skate. Skate or die. And interestingly, there were, skateboard video games, too. So, yeah, I'm sure you get the drift. My drift, catch my drift. Ride the wave, surf cool, bruh. Yeah, we were just fucking bored nerds. So, took to the streets, then the gangs came. And you know the rest of the fucking story. But, yeah, One Sir Grove, man. I didn't actually come up with the name. Well, so as I've often stated, the homie Mole was the one who was like, look, it's Grover. Because the homie Anthony, R.I.P., the homie Fat Anthony, his mother, my mother, they used to sell Avon together. There was an Avon crew, Avon. My mother did Avon on the side. She did Amway. She tried this, she tried that, and she was relatively successful. She did all right. She did it for years. And anyway, Anthony's mother, Anthony was a legendary dude because of his older brother. his older brother Snooper, who was he was a kingpin, man. And anyway, his younger brother, Fat Anthony, R.I.P., God bless and rest his soul. Fat Anthony was the dude, man. He was the dude. A lot of people didn't think he could skate. Anthony could skate. That was the trip. Like, he was heavy. Oh, boy, he was heavy. But he could skate, too. And he always had, like, a brand new skate deck, man. Like, his shit was, like, and brand new kicks. And I'm just saying, man, like, we would say Fat Anthony out of respect. Like, that was fucking Fat Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the homie. And I went to elementary school with him, man. Went to elementary school with him. And he was heavy when we were kids, but not as heavy as he became later down the road. And, but he was comfortable with it. Like, he was a cool fucking dude. Like, one of the coolest dudes, man. Like, just a fucking cool bruh. And his, the dad was Pineapple. It was Pineapple, and then the son, Snooper, and then Snooper's younger brother, Fat Anthony. And the mother, they were, his mother and my mother, they knew each other. They lived in the new projects. We lived in the old projects. My mother, his mother had sold Avon together. So when I would skate from the old projects over to the new projects, that's where Mole, Fat Anthony, and the whole, like, crew would be, because most of them were from the new projects, and the new projects were just, like, on the other side of the field, man, Wiggum's Hollow. Wiggum's Hollow. And in the books, that's when Mole one day pointed, because I had a blue turtleneck on. Yes, I had a blue turtleneck. I know that's unusual, but for those of you who know my backstory, that was eons ago. And I also used to have, like, the high top fade with the, like, crazy, sometimes, like, afro. So imagine this light skin dude with this, like, turtleneck blue and then this afro, and they're looking in this, like, these kids' books that Anthony's mother has, like, a stack of. They're, like, kids' books that are being, like, sold, you know, on the, and they're, like, on the, like, desk, you know, like, on the countertop or at home or whatever. And one day, Mole, by the way, is one of the fucking raddest, like, West Coast skaters. I'm just saying, like, I would equate him to someone like Day One. Like, that's how fresh Mole is and was. He's up there with, like, Day One. I'm putting him on. I'm saying, like, if you know, like, what I know, Mole was one of the raddest fucking skateboarders ever on the West Coast. And most, like, unless you're from the Puget Sound, Pac Northwest, PN Dub, Wa State, the Dub A, EVT, you fucking probably don't know, you know? But Mole back in the day, man, for, like, skateboarders on the streets of the Puget Sound and the EVT and North EVT, shit, dude, Mole was one of the fucking raddest skaters of all time. And he was, I was privileged to be in Skaters Defacing Public Property, Sdpp. I mean, dude, we had a fucking ultra rad skate crew. The homie Jeff, my homie Jeff, man, he builds skate parks now, like, literally, like, welds up and, like, straight schematics, blueprints. Created a business enterprise out of it, man. And he builds, like, legit skate parks. And as I've often stated, man, in these past episodes, the homie Jeff, also a rad skater, and at the time a member of Sdpp, Skaters Defacing Public Property. Later, Deep in Everett, DIE, because that's what we transitioned into. And when the gangs migrated outward from LA and started to attempted to take over our neighborhood, we banded together and formed Deep in Everett. And Jeff was one of the original members. So Sdpp kind of overlapped with Deep and Everett in the beginning. A lot of cats who'd been Sdpp became DIE, Deep in Everett. And, but yeah, back when we were skateboarders, hardcore, thrash skateboarders, the one day, as indicated, as stated for the official record of history, American history, Mole, he was like, they're in like Anthony's house, and he and Anthony, and you know, the rest of the crew, they come outside, and I'm out there with some dudes, and they're like, and they got these kids' books, and they're like, look, that's him, Grover. It's Grover. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, dude, look, you're in the book. You're Grover. And I was like, no. And they were like, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's you. And so they started to call me Grover from that point forward. And I was like, nah, dude, it's not gonna fucking fly, guys. And they were like, yeah, dude, it really, truly is you, man. So it stuck, dude. I couldn't fucking get rid of it, man. It stuck. And so then at some point I was like, yo, listen, I realized that you guys are not going to stop calling me Grover after, you know, the revelation that I am in fact Grover. You've like figured it out, you know, based on what you found in the book. So what we're going to do, man, is we're just going to drop that R. And from this point forward, it's going to be Grove. And, might I add, one Sir Grove. You know, for distinction. And they were like, that's cool, man. Rock on. And I was like, right? So, yeah, that's the backstory. That's how I became one Sir Grove. So, yeah, one Sir Grove is a character. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, dude. You know? Shout-outs to the rapper Eminem! Ha-ha! Yeah! So, and Snoop Dogg, shout-outs equally to the rapper Snoop Dogg. I'm just saying, you know, we grew up in America. And, it is what it is, G. So, yeah, anyway. Hope everyone is having a blessed day, wherever y'all be in the multiverse, parallax view of the multiverse, universe, overlapping, superverse. I'm one Sir Grow. One.